And there are our two competitors. First place, Jackie So is on the right. On the left, we have Matt Vandenheuvel being featured for a second time today. Jackie having his first feature of the day. And these two competitors are no stranger to these kind of tables. Jackie So, residing in Oshawa, Ontario, plays at Skyfox Games. Matt Vandenheuvel, residing in Brampton, Ontario, plays at both Teddy and Me, and also goes to Untouchables right here in Mississauga, Ontario.
Codename Spock.
Codename Spock, according to Dan, Underworld 6667. So I call him Canada's hidden gem.
So what is Jackie playing? I don't know.
We actually don't know what Jackie's playing yet. I haven't been able to grab his deck list yet. The judges have not yet released that deck list.
What? Noah, can we get the deck list?
We're going to get those deck lists shortly, and we're going to get ready to go here.
Yep, please, thanks.
Momentarily. Players are seated, and they're just waiting to get their decks back. The judges still haven't given their decks back.
Beautiful play mats.
Wonderful. And as showcased earlier, what the first place mat looks like. So hopefully we're going to have a winner today, but both these guys can go home happy that they're making a big profit. Only one of them's going to make even a bigger profit after today. We're going to see who it is. Jackie So versus Matt Vandenheuvel. Coming up momentarily. It's going to be one heck of a show for you folks.
Oh, so then James Stewart? So that was James Stewart.
James Stewart is our assistant head judge. Robert Scott, BFG, is our head judge for today. And looks like Jackie So is running Shadal Artifacts. So this is a Shadal Artifact mirror match here. So this is going to be quite the matchup here. We got a mirror match. I don't know if both of these guys know what they're running. I don't believe they know each other personally. Oh, they did have a rematch earlier today. That is true. They did have a rematch earlier. It is a Shadal Artifact mirror match.
This will be a Shadow mirror match.
Shadal with both of them packing artifacts.
Both of them packing artifacts. So that'll be interesting with the Moral Tech mirror.
Yeah. And the thing about both of them is both of them are not running breakthrough skill. So majority of these artifacts are going to get off without a hitch. Neither of them is playing breakthrough skill.
It's interesting. He's running 3 Mind Crush in his main deck.
He's stringing Shadals.
3 Mind Crush.
So many cards right now that you know it's going to go to the hand. So Mind Crush is not that bad a call right now, even in the main deck.
So he opted to play 2 Maxi and over the 3 Monarch Store.
And it still will trigger the effects of the Shadal monsters, even if he calls in correctly, because they are sent to the graveyard by a card effect.
Nice.
So it isn't that bad a call to use Mind Crush in Shadal.
Congratulations. Make sure you shuffle up. Obviously, your deck's happy, the deck check before we start.
All right, good luck to both of our players here in our top 8 feature match. Matt Vandenheuvel, Jackie So. 1 hour in time. Let's hope they don't have to actually use it. Jackie's going to roll with a 6.
I don't commentate as much. David likes to talk on the mic. He's doing a really good job too.
I do like talking. Right?
He does like talking, but it's okay. We're having a good time here. Call Exodia every time. Cheers. Cheers.
I am David Bowie.
And I am Alfonso Romero.
Alfonso Romero, the man. So Matt is going to open up with a mathematician. He's going to start this dance off, and he's going to ditch a Squamata for a Falco.
All right. Plays for days.
It is. It seems the opening play nowadays is it's either
Foolish Burial
Beast.
He's going to play Beast.
Yeah, he's good. It's either Squamata for Beast or just Falco. And
I don't know if that was a good choice to use Foolish Burial that early in the game.
Yeah, but he wants to establish that field early on. I mean,
he may not know what Jackie's playing either.
Yeah, actually, they had a rematch earlier. They did have a match earlier. I don't know who won that one, but yes, they did play each other earlier. And I'm going to assume Jackie won that one, but I could be wrong, considering the records. But yeah, Matt's going to open off, establishing board very quickly. So he will draw. 1, 2, 2 go down, and it'll be Jack. So what's his opening to the set Falco in that petition? He will set a monster himself.
And setting 4.
4 back row. As he shrugs as he does it, and telling him, well, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! And
Yu-Gi-Oh.
sure enough, it is.
So now Matt has to think about that match. We'll see. He flips up the Falco.
So we'll
He's probably
flip
going
up
to target the
The
beast.
Shell Beast. So he does let it go.
He gets the okay.
Activates it for Beasts. The Beast is going to be special summoned to the field and face down. Checking the grave. It's just a Squalmata and a Foolish Burial. Checking to make sure that face down is indeed a Beast and not being pulled a fast one.
Synchro summoning
It's
for
going right to
Armades.
Armades. The only card right now that's usually running Shaddolls that's level 5 Synchro,
Although
and it
he has
is
to worry about all
Armades.
of back row, though. It could be something.
All the back row. Does he have an answer to the summon?
Well, let's see. What does he have?
Let's see what.
So he's going to
Super
his
Polymerization.
own Shadow Monster and the Armades.
So he discarded a Shaddol Fusion, which is, all things considered, not that bad, because if he's going to make a Fusion summon, he can get that Shaddol Fusion right back. So, all things considered,
And
not
although
that bad
back
at all.
row it could be a Sanctum and a Vortex.
It could be, very well, yeah. So it looks like he dumped the Hedgehog.
So the construct is
With the
there,
set.
and Matt could potentially play his own copy of Super Poly,
Yep.
but maybe not just
Yep.
yet.
So there's the construct. It's Chainlink 2, and Hedgehog's going to be Chainlink 1. So he's going to make this. He's going to make the dump.
So he will dump and search. So he's going to search.
Yeah, that was. Oh, looks like no. The chains. He's working the chain backwards, I guess. So Hedgehog was Chainlink 2, and then construct was Chainlink 1. So yeah, it looks like a Falco he got with the Hedgehog, and construct right now is going to dump a Shaddol card. And that's going to be, well, appears to be a Squalmata into a Beast. So he wants the draw rather than the Dragon Destruction. Yeah, it's not a bad move that he's decided to go with the Beast because he doesn't want to trigger any Artifact Sanctums at this point in time.
Yep. He doesn't need to.
Although he can hit a Moral Tech, but odds are it's not going to be a Moral Tech this early.
So it looks like he's going to set another monster and just pass.
End his turn. So
Now Jackie's on the play.
Jackie now ready to go with
Looks like he has a breakthrough skill there.
with that construct out there. I don't know how long he's going to want to leave that. I don't know how long he wants to leave that on there because of Shaddol Fusion, but we'll see. Jackie so. Pondering his move. That Armades. That Armades could have been dangerous if he let that fire off.
Oh, yeah.
It is an absolute killer in the mirror match, so good for Jackie to be able to get that Armades before it could do any more damage.
Further helping the strategy of the deck now with Veilers and Trapstones. Trapstones would have guaranteed that card's. I mean, Super Poly is a thing, but like, if it was a trap card,
There would be a lot more security, absolutely. So, Construct does attack the face-down Hedgehog, and he's going to make a search. And I think Jackie, deep down, is actually kind of pleased with that because
he is very pleased with that because
he's got a Mind Crush. Oh, he's got a Mind Crush in it.
He's going to discard that shadow.
Oh, a Shadow.
And he's also going to be able to look at his hand.
Yes, if we cannot confirm that there are indeed three of those in there, he's going to look at it. Ooh, he almost fumbled with that deck. Hey, be careful, Jackie.
So he knows.
Yeah.
He knows that.
I love the respect of those players, though, when they shuffle, they look away, so they ensure that they don't look at their opponent's decks. I really like that habit
So there's the Mind
that's
Crush.
starting to form here.
Oh no!
But he
shouldn't have done
Oh,
that.
but if he
Now
done
has
that,
the cards in
he
his
has no,
hand.
unless he has a way to be able to get a card to his hand. Once again, he just shrugs.
He
Just shrugs.
can't
Whoa!
play Mind
Hold
Crush.
on, he can't do that.
He can't do that.
Whoa! He can't do that. Whoa! We have to try to get that game stopped here for a second. Hold on, stop him. Whoa! We got to check that out and see if he doesn't have. I don't think he has a card in his hand.
Yes.
He can't do it.
Yeah, he misplayed. You should have kept the one.
Oh no!
You need a card in your hand. To play
Yep, I don't. Neither player caught it.
Oh, that's. gonna
Oh,
be
it's illegal. Oh,
Because if Matt had two copies in his hand, that would have severely hurt.
Yeah.
Him.
but he can't do it.
He can't do it.
We're gonna get a judge call over here to make sure that this
Well,
is
no,
okay.
Both players already know that the construct's in hand because he searched on it last turn. So it's both
Yeah.
player knowledge.
It is. It's not. It will be a reversible game state. It is legal.
He can't activate that card.
He
if
can't
doesn't
activate the
play.
Mind Crush, but he does know at least
He
this is
saved the
Shaddol
mind, he
Fusion.
saved the game
The
state.
worst thing though is he doesn't know that he's carrying another Shaddol Fusion. This is the painstaking mistake here because he just discarded one off that.
It was. I liked how he had it in his hand, and I know he was going to play it, but setting that fifth card is really bad.
Yeah, that really got him.
You needed that card in hand. Yeah.
It's reverse. It is reversible.
It is
for the most part.
reversible.
Yeah.
No, he didn't show his hand, did he?
I think he flashed. Yeah, he did
did?
flash his hand. Oh, he did flash the
boy.
hand. Yep. So this could be problematic for Jackie here, as he activated a card illegally. Once again, though, Matt
Yeah,
though
I think it's.
forgot.
Oh.
Oh, so controversy ensues here.
The judge is going to our tournament organizer to make a final call.
So just bear with us for a moment here as we see what the judgment is on the head judge, and that is BFG Robert Scott, head judging today, assisted by James Stewart, or the assistant head judge of the tournament.
And with 4 cards in your hand, and your opponent knowing all of them, you have to play that entire hand out.
It is. It's seeing the hand of your opponent gives you a very big advantage.
Especially with that other 4 back row. You know exactly what to expect and how to counteract it.
Yeah, like let's not forget about the days of when we had trap dust shoot. You know, being able to see that hand opening turn was quite critical.
Trap
and
dust shoot,
you
Mind
can
Crush,
dictate
I
the
don't
entire game
think
just
anymore.
because you know it's in your opponent's hand.
Yep.
So Matt having to flash his hand to Jackie.
This is the second time that Matt has been in a duel where
His opponent does something wrong.
Extremely sketchy.
The sad thing is too is that Matt, it's also Matt's responsibility to know that Jackie has his 0 cards in his hand.
Looked at that instantly.
That's the troubling thing as well. It's both players' responsibility to know that. So here comes our head judge with handing down our verdict.
Jackie's going to get a game loss, and for not catching it, and Matt's going to get a warning.
A warning.
Because it's irreversible damage as far as Jackie knows his entire hand.
Okay.
And it's just fair. And Jackie gets a game loss for activating his card.
So it looks like we're getting the word that unfortunately Jackie's going to have to take the game loss because he activated his card illegally, and there's irreversible damage where he now knows Matt's hand, which of course will dictate the pace of the game, and Matt will receive a warning because technically he also is supposed to he technically should know about the Mind Crush as well. That if you don't have any cards in the hand, you can't activate it. But unfortunately, the damage has been done, and this is the ruling that our head judge will enforce. And so, unfortunately, once again, Matt has to take another win from a penalty from his opponent. The second time that's happened now in our feature match area.
And we're doing our best to try and avert the players. And when we did talk to the tournament organizer to look at the game, when the Mind Crush was played, it was too late because Matt already had revealed his hand. We were trying to repair that, but unfortunately it resulted in a game loss. And we're using official Konami rulings and judges and everything. So like we have professional judges who do national events, of course, regionals, YCSs, and so like they're doing what they normally do anyways. So of course we're trying to keep the integrity of the game here at the YOCC, and I know many of you believe it's a nonsense game loss and all of these shenanigans, both in I guess Matt Hubel matches, but unfortunately stuff like that happens, and especially with a card like Mind Crush, you know, it was bound to happen. We should have probably averted them beforehand to make sure. But I mean, players make mistakes, and again, it's up to both players to recognize what's happening on either player's side. The game losses have to happen.
So there will be no side decking going into game 2. So both players will continue game 2 with no side decks, which may or may not break the game here, because no siding is quite vital, especially if you know what the other opponent's playing. So here we are, opening up game 2, and Jackie will start with 4 back rows, and he's going to pass over to Matt. Matt's speculating his hand, and it looks like he's going to
Copy the move.
flash back with 3 of his own set back rows. He's shuffling his hand up a bit, contemplating if he wants to do anything else, and no, he doesn't. It's on to Jackie, who now draws to 2 in hand. And he's just going to pass right back. Matt Vandenheuvel now. 4 cards in his hand, and he's going to activate Foolish Burial to start off his turn. Usually there won't be a response to that, and there will not be in this case. Of course, several options he could take here. So he's going to start with a Hedgehog. It's not something we see often, and he's going to go to Falco.
He's going to search a Falco.
Falco, do you wonder if he's got to set Sinister Shadow games?
Probably.
Yeah, that's good. It's very possible.
It is also possible he could set a dragon so that when they kill it, it could kill or something.
Yeah, he could be bluffing it out. You never know. So he also sets a fourth back row to match Jackie and the monster, which could very well be the Falco, but we can't say for sure. We saw Matt pull some trickery against Eric earlier, so we'll see. And there's that Sinister Shadow games.
Matt is going to play the Sinister Shadow games, and Jackie may have a response. Trapstun would be amazing right now. And
indeed, that's what is being played. Matt has no response, so no Sinister Shadow games for him.
And of course, Trapstun is to the end of the turn.
Yes, it is. So now, we'll see what Matt Vanderhoof does. Here comes the Mathematician. That wonderful, beautiful floater.
Because he did mill.
It's a hedgehog went to the grave. So, and there's the Solemn Warning. He will want nothing to do with that. So no Mathematician here. So he flips up the Falco, going to target the hedgehog.
And Jackie's thinking.
He
can't respond because he's already.
Oh, yeah, he's already let it go. It swings for 600.
Wait,
so,
didn't he trap stun?
That was at the end phase.
Oh, that was at the end phase?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can't. So he's fine.
Yeah.
So Jackie's now taking 26.
What does it say, Matt? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And that puts him down. 8th to 5400.
First.
Yeah, I got it.
How's bending?
Not so good.
Yeah.
Jackie So now contemplating his move, knowing that there's a set Squamata there, or set Hedgehog there. Looks like Matt really wants to get that Shadal Fusion to his hand. Or even possibly the Shadal Core for that matter. Because Matt Van does play a Shadal Core.
Shadows everywhere.
Interesting note that neither of these players play Breakthrough Skill, and they do run the Artifact Engine, so expect a lot of shenanigans from that today.
Shadow Fusion.
So Jackie So
has that emptiness down.
Jackie So is going to be the first to activate Shadal Fusion in this duel. And he's going to do so, throwing away the Moral Tech. And we can't see what that card was, but
looks like
well, of course, we'll figure that out soon enough. So, Chainlink 1 was in the graveyard. Chainlink 2 is going to be that. Oh, looks like a dragon. Looks like yep. So it's dragon. He's got to roll for that dragon. So
he's going to randomly select Sanctum.
Sanctum. Oh no! It is an artifact Sanctum. That's the last card you want to hit with the Shadal Dragon, and that might put Jackie in a precarious situation.
Oh, baby.
Baby, it's a wild love. Yeah.
So now Jackie has to either respond to that.
Although on the plus side of this for Jackie is if Moltec does decide to destroy constructs, then at least he won't have an extra deck monster face up the field for Matt to play a free Shadal Fusion, but especially with that looming hedgehog face down. So this may not be that bad, but he's going to decide to Book of Moon the construct.
Construct effect still goes through. That was Chainlink 4.
Yeah. So he's going to decide Moral Tech won't be able to won't be able to do anything.
I don't know, it's optional, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter if it's optional, so long as he chose to activate it. That's all that matters.
I think he did.
So a dragon destroys. So let's see what construct is going to send to the graveyard. Jackie's trying to figure that out right now. And it looks like I can't make that out. It looks like it could be a beast, but I can't make that out.
I think I would beast.
It looks like a beast.
Looks like his hand's kind of small.
And then Sanctum is going to pop a card, presumably his back row. This Moral Tech really can't destroy anything on Jackie's field at the moment. And it will be the back row that Matt is going to take out.
Well, someone's talking about how Hoban sharked the guy, apparently otherwise.
It is Vanity's Emptiness. Okay.
Squamata.
So he dumped a Squamata, and now that Squamata is going to come and dump another Shadal. Let's see what it is. I'm going to guess possibly Falco.
He hit Vanities with the...
Yeah, he hit a Vanities with the Sanctum. I'm going to guess maybe it's going to be a Falco. He hasn't used the Falco yet. And I'm pretty certain he's got a beast in the grave already. Falco seems like the call, but he's got to be careful though because there's the Moral Tech that's out there, and he can use Arcanine Magician to blast that Falco. So that's good. He's got to be a little bit careful. He could also opt for Dragon. No, I'm sorry, not Dragon. No. He's already used Dragon.
What would have happened if he just played the Vanity's Emptiness
That's a good question.
in response to the moral effect?
He could have.
And then he would opt to use the moral effects effect to kill the Vanity.
There's definitely a lot of things he could have done there. Even though Vanities would pop cards. Vanities would have to pop the Book of Moon, and then the Book of
And
Moon.
the Moon could resolve.
Yeah. So quite a weird scenario we have here.
Jackie
And
just went
Jackie's
hard
still
now.
trying to figure out what is he sending to the graveyard.
Not sure.
He's
I
taking
think
his
he's still deciding. I would send a Beast.
Yeah, he's sure taking a sweet time.
How
Yeah,
many- how
I don't
many
think he drew this turn.
43. It's been fluctuating between 38 to 43.
So I don't know if he's. I don't think he's used Beast yet this turn.
Small turn, right?
It is. And a lot of players are at regionals right now. Pando and
Still contemplating. Man, he is taking his sweet time. There's no judge over there to give him a warning. He has been taking a while, and he finally decides on Shadal Beast.
the base draw is kind of important.
Yeah, he's only got one card in his hand right now, so replenishing some of his hand is quite vital for him
Matt
right now.
has taken a huge advantage.
But yes,
he
Matt
has to
has
have a
taken
super
it.
poly to come back.
And the devastating thing
Soul
too
charge
is
could also help.
the devastating too is Matt can go right to a Michael and take care of that construct, but he removes a light and a dark. Oh my! Did he drew Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning? Oh, Nelly.
Oh baby, baby.
We're going to assume it's successful here because Matt hasn't even bothered to touch any of his cards, bothered to look at them, so it could very well be successful. Wow, what a draw! And
There
that
could be a
I could turn the tide of the game.
He has a soul warning left.
He hasn't acted on using it yet. So Matt Van, he hasn't even looked his face down. So now he finally does, and he's going to activate super polymerization.
He's got his copy.
So
of
he's like,
Super Poly.
nope.
So he's gonna
I have an
send-
answer. I will punish you. That is Matt.
Send a Felice.
Send a Felice. Good card to discard right now.
He can't fuse with the face down construct though.
You can't, but he can do the
He
hedgehog.
can do the hedgehog.
With the BLS to get his own construct. So and then he'll search with the hedgehog. So he's going to search with that hedgehog.
Yep.
And dump with that construct.
Yep. Core can get back. Does he run core?
Yes, he does. He does run a Shadal Core.
Yep.
So Shadal Core can be discarded. And he hasn't, and he has not played it, and there's no fusion in the grave. So Squamana is going to go to the hand of Hedgehog, and
I would send core so that I can get Shadow Fusion back,
Mhm.
and then when contract dies, you can get core
he's
back.
going for the beast. He wants that draw. Gets him a whale.
Draw is greed.
And
greed.
it's not bad either. If Jackie can't do anything with that other card in his hand, Matt is free to go with the Michael, and he's able to banish that set construct and preventing him from getting back that Shadal Fusion. Which puts Matt in really good position right now against Jackie.
15%.
There's the draw. And Jackie's going to continue his turn. He's still in his main phase, however. And there seems to be a look of worry on Jackie's face right now. as
Yeah,
his
he-
big play was just
Demolished.
rudely taken away by Matt.
Super Poly is a one of.
Yeah, they're one-ups for a reason now. And we just saw the power of that card come out to play.
Matt has seen that card in his opening first 4 turns. Every game I've
We've
seen
a lot of super polymerization today.
Yep.
Just back-to-back even.
Yeah. In the one feature match.
So what's that one card in hand, Jackie, that's is going to help bail you out of this game?
I was like, wow.
Because one of the big cards he could have drawn to get that out is gone, and it's a monster. He's
So
just
now
like,
he's
it's a beast.
he's a
Okay,
beast, so he's getting Shadow
so he
Fusion.
gets Shadal Fusion. So let's
See what
okay.
Matt has. He's
So
got
let's
for
draw.
turn and obliterate.
Yes, because considering Jackie has taken
He can just make
26,
Michael
he can
banish
go to
it.
Michael, and Construct, and that can attack for game. That's
Yep.
because that's 54 right on the dot. Michael
So
and
Michael pay
Construct
1,000.
is 54 right
There
on
we
the
go.
dot,
Banish it.
and that's going to be a match, folks. Because
Should
there's
we
no
game?
Veiler. Because obviously there's no Veiler in there. Banishes.
You can almost summon the monster.
No, it won't make a difference because 26 and 28 is 54, and that's
like that.
exactly what he's at.
Oh, he's going to Shadow Fusion for game.
Yep, because he took 600 from the Falco, and he took a
yep.
Solemn Warning, so that is match. Matt Vanden Heuvel, 8 seed, knocks out Jackie So, the number 1 seed, and advances to the top 4 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Open Cash Championships number 4. Congratulations to you, Matt Vanden Heuvel, for winning and advancing to the top 4.